Today, we are diving into a really surprising link between what ancient people thought about the heart and what modern science is telling us about stress and our well-being.
Have you ever felt that physical sensation of stress right in the middle of your chest? You know that tightness, that feeling like your heart is about to beat right out of your body? It's a feeling we all know.
Well, it turns out that feeling isn't random. It's actually a message. Your heart is trying to tell you something important. And what's absolutely fascinating is that thousands of years ago, ancient wisdom was already tuned in, already listening to that very same message.
Okay, so to really get this, we have to understand what they meant. See, when ancient texts, like the Bible, talk about the heart, they're not just talking about the muscle that pumps blood. Nope, it's something way, way deeper.
In the original Greek, the word is cardia, which of course is where we get the word cardiology, and in Hebrew, it's lev. To the people back then, the heart was the absolute core of who you are. Think of it like the inner control center for everything, your thoughts, your feelings, your big life decisions.
They had this totally holistic view. For them, there was no split between your mind and your body. The heart was the single integrated system. It's where you processed thoughts, where you regulated your emotions, and where your moral compass lived, all in one place.
So, you might be asking, how does this ancient idea actually help us with our modern stress? Well, let's start with our first insight, which tackles a really heavy emotion that so many of us carry around: guilt.
Take this line from Psalm 51. It's this plea for a clean heart. And this isn't just about being a good person. It's this deep recognition that unresolved guilt is a heavy, dirty feeling on the inside that you need to wash away to feel whole again.
And get this, modern science completely backs this up. When we're carrying around unresolved guilt, our bodies release the stress hormone cortisol. You can think of cortisol as your body's alarm system, but it's stuck in the on position. In that constant state of alert, it raises your blood pressure and puts real physical strain on your heart. That emotional weight literally becomes a physical burden. So, what do we do about it? Here's a super simple daily practice we can call the clean slate reset. First step, just acknowledge the feeling of guilt. Don't beat yourself up, just notice it. Step 2, actively practice self-forgiveness. You can literally say it out loud. And third, just take a minute to meditate on the feeling of a fresh start. This simple act can actually help bring those cortisol levels down.
You see, the ancient practice was a prayer for that clean heart. Today, we have all these modern tools that are trying to do the exact same thing. Guided meditation apps, journaling apps. They're all designed to help us process these heavy emotions and get back to a state of balance.
All right, let's move on to our second insight. This one is about a feeling that I think we all know a little too well, and that is anxiety.
Let not your heart be troubled, from the Gospel of John. It's more than just a nice, comforting thought. It's actually an instruction. It's an active command to take control of your inner state and protect yourself from being swept away by anxiety.
And here is the science behind why that command is so urgent. Chronic anxiety literally locks your body into fight or flight mode. It's like flooring the gas pedal in your car and just holding it there for days, weeks, even months. The engine just isn't designed to handle that kind of sustained pressure. And over time, that constantly racing heart and flood of stress hormones can actually damage your arteries.
So here's another incredibly practical technique for you, the peace command. First, just notice that physical feeling of anxiety in your body. Second, interrupt that frantic cycle by taking 3 really deep, slow breaths. And third, repeat a simple, calming phrase to yourself. Something like, I am calm, or even just peace.
The ancient path to getting a calm heart was through practices like meditative stillness. And today, we've got technology like biofeedback devices or the heart rate monitors right on our watches that give us real-time data to help us find that very same state of physical calm.
Okay, our third and final insight is something we're going to call the purity principle. And it's all about this powerful connection between our inner integrity and our physical calm. Now, when we hear a phrase like, "Blessed are the pure in heart," we can understand purity as something more than just a moral report card. Think of it as being whole, undivided, unconflicted, a state where your inner world is totally at peace.
Modern psychology actually has a name for this. It's called cognitive dissonance. You know that internal stress you feel when your actions don't match up with your values? That's it. That inner conflict puts a real strain on your nervous system. But when you live an integrated or pure life, all that internal friction disappears, and what you're left with is a natural sense of calm. A really simple way to practice this is with an integrity check-in. At the end of your day, just take 60 seconds to review your big decisions. Ask yourself one question. Were my actions aligned with my values today? And when the answer is yes, take a moment to feel grateful for that. It reinforces that incredible feeling of inner peace.
The ancient version of this was, deep moral reflection and examination of conscience. Our modern tools for this are things like habit tracking apps or goal-setting apps that are literally designed to help us live in closer alignment with the person we want to be.
So now, let's pull all three of these powerful insights together and connect the dots.
Here it is, the quick cheat sheet for everything we just talked about. To deal with guilt, we've got the Clean Slate Reset, which helps lower cortisol. For anxiety, we can use the Peace command to stabilize our heart rate. And to build that inner integrity, the Integrity Check-in helps soothe our entire nervous system. You see the pattern? Ancient insight leads to a scientific link, which gives us a daily practice we can start right now.
Here's the bottom line. Your emotional life is not just happening in your head. It is a physical reality that plays out in your body, in your heart, every single second of every day. The ancients knew this, and now modern science is proving them right. So the only real question left is, which piece of this timeless wisdom are you going to use to take care of your heart today?